Everybody, this is lecture for week 8 and this is lecture 1 for Monday 13th of December. Okay, so in this lecture I want to show you past year exam question, past year mid-semester test question. I think this question is mid-semester test question done in the year 2019. I show you this mid-semester past year question because I want to expose you to the format of the mid-semester test question. The mid-semester test question for you is in week 10. I hope you check the course outline and you will see the date of the mid-semester test. The format of your mid-semester test is same like this past year question. Okay, let's see. See question 1 first. This question 1 is 20 marks. So let's see, there are several questions. So see the first question. Accounting can be divided into two branches. Identify these two branches and give two differences for each. Okay, so what is the answer? There are two branches of accounting, so I think you know the answer. There are two main branches of accounting: financial accounting and management accounting. And then the second part of the question asks you identify these two branches. Okay, so that we have answered that, and then give two differences for each. So you have to explain what are the two differences between financial accounting and management accounting. So there are many differences between financial accounting and management accounting. The first difference is in terms of output. Remember this. Financial accounting, the output of financial accounting is the financial statement. You have learned about financial statement. Financial statement contains income statement, statement of equity, balance sheet, statement of cash flow, and notes to the account. So that is the output of financial accounting. And then compared with the management accounting, the main output of management accounting is budget and cost report. Okay, that is the first difference that I think easy to understand and to remember. The first difference is in terms of output. Financial accounting, the output is financial statement. Management accounting, the output is budget and cost report. Okay, the second difference is in terms of user. For financial accounting, the user of the financial accounting output is mainly external users. Remember, the output of financial accounting is financial statement. So the user of financial statement is mainly external users. For management accounting, the main user of management accounting output is the internal user. Okay, another one, just to add one more difference so that you can understand more about the difference between management financial accounting and management accounting. The third difference is in term of accounting standard. Okay, for financial accounting, when you want to do when you want to do a financial accounting works, and when you want to prepare financial statement, you have to follow accounting standard. In Malaysia, the accounting standard that we use is called MFRS, Malaysian Financial Reporting Standard. But for management accounting, when you do management accounting works and when you prepare management accounting output, particularly the budget and cost report, you don't have to follow any accounting standard. Maybe you have to follow certain formats when you want to prepare budget and cost report, but there are no accounting standard for that. Okay, let's see. Question B. The information needs of a specific user of financial accounting information depends on the type of decisions that user makes. Identify two users and explain their accounting information needs. Okay, so the focus now is on the financial accounting. So when the question says financial accounting information, then you have to know financial accounting information is called financial statement. Financial statement is the output of financial accounting. So this is the financial accounting information. So now, the question asks you to identify two users of the financial statement and explain their accounting information needs. So there are many users of financial accounting information. The one that I can remember is investor. Investor is a user of financial accounting information or financial statement. And explain, okay, so the answer, the question asks for two users. So the way to answer this question is the first user is investor and explain their accounting information needs. So investor, most of the time, the information that they need is the profit of the business. So the reason investor want to or need information about the profit of the business is the investor wants to make investment decision. Most of the time, if a business makes profit, then investor will invest. If a business is making loss, then the investor will not invest. Okay. The second user of financial accounting that I can remember now is creditor. Creditor is the second user, and most of the time creditor needs information about the liquidity or cash flow of a business. Creditors, they will give credit to a business if they see that the business has liquidity or has cash to pay the credit. If the creditor sees that a business has no liquidity or has insufficient cash, most of the time the creditor will not give credit because they can predict that the business cannot pay the credit in the future. What else? Okay, I add one more user. Another user of financial accounting is employees. Employees, they use or look at the financial statement, and the information that they need is most of the time the profit of the business also. If the employee sees the business is making profit, the employee most of the time will want to continue to work in the business, and maybe the employee will ask for bonus and salary increment. There are many more users. You can check in the textbook or in the lecture notes. Okay, see question C. This question asks you to identify 3 primary financial statements and discuss the content of each. Okay, there are 6 marks here. So you have to know how to answer this question. So let's see. There are the 3 primary financial statement that I can remember is income statement, balance sheet, and cash flow statement. Okay, and then the content. Income statement shows the performance of a business, and in the income statement you can see the revenue of the business and also the expenses of the business. If the revenue is greater than the expenses, then the business is making profit. And if the revenue is less than the expenses, then the business is making loss. Okay, the second primary financial statement is the balance sheet. Remember, a balance sheet shows the financial condition of a business. The balance sheet contains a list of assets, liabilities, and owner's equity of a business. And the third primary financial statement is cash flow statement. Cash flow statement shows the all cash in and cash out that happen in a financial year. The cash flow statement contains a list of cash in and cash out related to operation, and then cash in and cash out related to investment, and then cash in and cash out related to financing. You can see these 3 primary financial statement in the textbook, and you can see the example and I think the detailed explanation about each of the statement. Okay, D. For each of the statement or situation below, identify and explain the accounting principle or concept or assumption that has been violated or complied. Okay, remember this. I think you have learned about this in, I can't remember, topic 1 or topic 2. So let's see. The principle and assumptions and concepts are things like historical cost. What else? Another one is going concern, monetary measurement, materiality, some things like that. I have covered that in the lecture. Okay, let's see. Scenario 1. Angela Duffy, president of Duffy Company, has instructed Jananik, the head of the accounting department, to report the company's land in the company's accounting report at its fair value of $170,000 instead of its cost of $100,000. Duffy says showing the land at $170,000 will make our company have a better investment when we try to attract new investors next month. Okay, so what do you think? What is the accounting assumption or principle that has been violated or complied? So the answer is these scenarios shows that the president of the business violated the principle of historical cost. The principle of historical cost says that when you want to record an asset, you have to record the asset at the purchase price, not at other value. So for this land, it has to be recorded at $100,000, which is the cost the cost of the land when the company purchased the land. Okay, so the answer is for scenario 1. The scenario shows that the principle of historical cost has been violated. Okay, scenario number 2, Merak Restaurant has been operating since 2015 and showing good performance, with many customers coming to eat for lunch time and at night. In 2019, the owner decided to sell the business as she wants to migrate to New Zealand. The restaurant has assets that cost $2.5 million. However, the owner has reported that the restaurant worth $3.0 million, taking into account the number of customers coming every day. So what do you think? So this scenario 2 shows the violation of the principle of monetary measurement. The principle of monetary measurement says, in accounting, you only can record items that can be expressed in terms of dollar and cents only. In this scenario, the owner of the business is trying to record the popularity of the business, or the number of the customers that comes to the business. That cannot be recorded because it cannot be measured in terms of dollar and cent. Okay, that is the assumption or principle that has been violated. See scenario number 3. Al-Mizwar Enterprise thinks there is a need to assume that the business can be operated for only 1 year, so that the business activities can be reported for 1 year operation. Okay, what do you think? So the answer for this question, for this scenario, the scenario shows that the principle of time period has been complied or has been followed. The time period principle or assumption says when you want to calculate profit for a business, you have to divide the life of the business into several periods. So this shows that this business has followed that principle. The business has divided the life of the business so that it can calculate profit. Okay, so I have discussed or help you to answer question 1. So this is the end of the part 1 of this lecture. For question 2 and 3, I will do a Google Meet session. So write your name and metric number in the comment section of this video. I will take that as the lecture attendance for today. Thank you very much.